Hi guys, welcome to a new video. This is my natural hair, so just so y'all know, it's not fixed. I didn't do anything to it because I just assumed that rehearsals today were gonna get canceled, and guess what? So far they haven't. I'm shocked. Why does my... Whoa, I just messed up my eyeshadow. Yep, I'm just gonna have to fix it. It's fine, you can deal with it during the video, right? Right, okay. Anyway, it didn't get canceled somehow, so we're dealing with my natural wavy hair today without it being fixed. It's just brushed. So here we are. At least my makeup's on today. So far it's not going to waste. So that's good news. I'm going to do a video about my used journals of 2024 because we already did my unused journals, so. And for people asking, like, can we see your whole entire journal collection? Unfortunately, the answer is no, but there's a really good reason why the answer is no. It's because some of the journals that I started a long time ago when I first started journaling, I burned them in a fire, in a bonfire. I was going through a really rough time in my life, and I took them and I pitched them into a bonfire, and yeah. So they're gone forever, but I don't really want to remember the details of that time anyway, so I just keep them up here. But the other journals that I do have after that, some are here and there and in boxes and in closets, and right now, until I at least move out of this apartment, which I don't know if we ever will at this point, but I'm not going to get into that. It just is right now. So let's go ahead and get into my used journals of just this year. Alright, so my used journals from this year, and by the way, this is just ice water, in case you're wondering. So this was my first journal of this year. The Mean Girls movie was coming out, and I really wanted to go see it with my friends, and I got to see it with Jess and two of my friends. And there's the tickets from that. And then that turned into a whole big bunch of things that I didn't want it to turn into. So that journal is both okay and has a little drama in it. And yeah, so we're gonna go to the next journal. This journal, a friend of mine, Julianne, if you guys follow her YouTube, Julianne's Adventures, I think it is, or something like that, Creative Jules Adventures. This was just another time, I guess, in my life where it was just kind of like whatever. It wasn't fun, but it was just kind of normal, boring, everyday, dealing with stuff journal. Don't ask me what all those are because I'm not going to get into it, but I kept a lot of stuff from things that actually did go on in those few months that I kept this, which was January 23rd until I don't know. February 12th. So, not a whole month, but it's fine because I wasn't really happy. And I feel like you can always tell when I'm not really happy about things because my journals tend to be short when I'm not happy and I'm just like, whatever, I want to move on in my life. And it's not like moving journals can help you move on with your life, so I don't know why I do that, but that's a whole coping mechanism. The next journal was this one. I wanted it for so long, finally found it. There's actual gummy bears wrapper from Strawberry Gummy Bears and my gummy bear journal. Imagine that. This was okay, but one, my dog got a hold of it, and two, it fell apart. Like, fell apart. So I cannot do Dollar Tree journals because they fell apart. Diana Ross, and then the girl who played Daisy Jones. I love them, so I put them in there. I appreciate their art and their hard work. So the next journal also fell apart, but it was not because it was cheap. This journal I loved. I loved it so hard, and some good things really, really did happen in that journal. This one right here, because I'm not going to get into the specifics. I got to go see Stevie, and I didn't think I was going to get to go. Man, my journals. Hold on just a second. I have to drop this other journal in the box before I seal it up, because I always seal my journals up in a box every year now, so I know where my 2024 ones are and all of that good stuff. Anyway, the Stevie concert, we went to Indiana to go see her, which I normally always have to travel to go see her anymore for I don't know what reason, but she never really plays here these days. And I learned that I love dotted journals in this journal. We went to Indiana for a convention for Jess, because his mom got him tickets. And then Easter was in this journal, and spring flowers, and the solar eclipse was in this journal. Flintstone vitamins, which I haven't taken in a long time. I need to get back to taking vitamins. When I got my new Hey Dude shoes, we went to 4 stores looking for them, because I am specific when I want something, and I think, yeah, Zeus did this. There was just a lot of really cool stuff happened in this journal that I loved, except for there was a death of a friend's brother, and then we ended up trying to take our minds off of it because it was down the street. We ended up just going fishing and sitting by the water and talking because it was just sad. Yeah. And then, so I realized, like, you could write small in these and they would last a really long time. And I was really loving it. We took a road trip in this one. We went to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. We celebrated our 10th wedding anniversary. And we ended up going to the Smoky Mountains together for 2 days. And Zeusie's, one of his grandmas watched him. And there's a whole YouTube video about it on YouTube. But I wrote all about it every day. Went to the Titanic Museum. So I kept all of that, which I need to get some more clear packing tape. We went to this store called Goats on the Roof, where I got to pet and feed goats. We went to Crave Golf Club. I loved it. This is all about, this was like the menu from the restaurant that we ate at that we loved. This is when I got my follow bracelet, and I still have it on right now, actually. Right there. I haven't taken it off since last May. I got something Hello Kitty. Don't know what it was. Can't remember. I really still want these shoes because they just look really cool. I still want this bag. It's on my Amazon. And then we went to see Stevie again, which it's just part of my life and part of who I am now. And it's the most fun thing. So, and then something amazing happened, so I put Believe in Magic, and it's a flying pig. So it has nothing to do with Cincinnati. It just happens to be about stuff that you don't think can happen, but they happen. But I was almost done with this journal anyway, when I had to abruptly finish it. because Zeus got a hold of it while I was not home. Jess and I went for a walk. Oh yeah, in the Cincinnati Museums, and I wasn't here. I think that was at the beginning of the book. Yeah, the Pompeii exhibit. So a lot of really cool things happened in here, and oh, the receipt's faded even though I put backing tape over it. But anyway, this is when I discovered I loved these kind of journals. They just kind of are my thing now. I loved Peter Popper. I still do, but right now more so this kind, which brings me to my next journal, which was a pink one. I was so upset. Jess went out, and well, he didn't go out. He got on Amazon. He ordered me a pink one because pink and red are like my favorite colors besides like Tiffany blue. And I've been putting like cherries on everything. So this one was just full of like, I actually have taken this to medical appointments from my doctors, and they're like, heck yeah, good job. But this journal is, I started it after I saw a Pink Sparkles video from like 5 or 6 or 7 years ago where she showed her journal, and I realized that I wanted to try to journal the way that she does. And I really loved it. So I was able to start doing that. And this is the way I've been journaling since this journal right here. And it started to kind of we went to see, this was when my ears were really bothering me, which they still kind of are off and on, but it's just not, I hope it stays the way they are right now. Like, I can tolerate it right now. But we went to Arby's. We went to go see Beetlejuice, even though I wasn't feeling well. I had to lay on my head on his lap the entire movie because watching the movie screen made me sick because it moved and my ear was bothering me, and it just was not a good experience. But I didn't want to not go see Beetlejuice. This is when I started the Inheritance games. I'm on chapter 71 now. It has 91 chapters, so I'm almost done with it. So I started that back in September. This was a wedding that Jess DJ'd. We'll talk about that. And then we went to McDonald's because they had these little baby Crocs, and I hooked it on one of my bags. And when I went to go get my hearing test, which was stupid, because if your ear is filled up, why would you get a hearing test knowing you can't hear? But, like, okay. Last day of summer. We went for a walk clearly that day. We gave Zeus a bath. This is me talking about, like, my ENT's office and vestibular migraines and all of that stuff. And then me talking about what I felt like my life was like. And I was not in a very good space when I was sick, because I just felt like, well, here we go again, sick again, awesome. So I was trying really hard to be positive, but I was just not okay. And I was, like, really putting on a brave face for everybody. And I went all through that journal. And I think now that those appointments are probably over, for now at least, maybe I won't need it, so I'll be able to box it up. This was the next one. So now we're back to lined journals. And this was just all of, let's see, oh, I guess this was the journal before that, I'm sorry. But anyway, this was June through, I had gummy sharks in this one. That's all Jesse's cigarette packets, because I was mad. We won't get into that either. I put a set list in here from a practice before I got sick in July. This was probably the last practice, honestly, before I got sick with my ears. So, yeah. Next, this was the one before the one I'm using now. And yes, I have pajama shorts on because I'm waiting for my band to cancel. They usually do. But, anyway, this was my journal before last. I guess I'm going to have to put on jeans because I don't think it's going to get canceled today. This was October 1st. And I did the same thing. Posting pictures and stuff. But this only lasted like a little less than a month. And it's kind of cool that I was in that one because, hold on, I will show you. We actually got to see Shim he used to be in a band called Sick Puppies, and I told you guys that in that video of it, but that was in there, and unfortunately, my friend passed away in this journal, and that was really hard on us. That's the one we tried to go the other day and find her grave, and we couldn't find it. And I think Stevie was on SNL in this one, so I'm talking about, going to Starbucks and trying to keep myself awake, and Ariana Grande and Stevie on it was October 12th, and I kept the little Starbucks thing and the pictures from it. So I really went all out because it was just a really cool, thing to watch and a really exciting thing that day that happened. And then the next day was not so good. So Jess Wreck is in here. And then talking about the anniversary of my grandmother's passing. It had been 20 years. And then my friend died, and then the Shim concert, and Stevie was doing something. Oh, the Lighthouse thing on Jimmy Kimmel. Or I don't think that was yet, but it was to come. And the day we went to the Black Barn is in here. And the last page says, God forbid a girl be a little controversial in her lifetime. And then it says, in memory of the person I was. Because everybody changes, So at least that time in my life is documented. And now I'm in this journal. And so here we are. And, I did the intro page on me and my Louis Vuitton decor in my journal. Another Louis Vuitton page. Jesse and his wig. Stevie on CBS Sunday Morning happened, and I documented it. And then the Bengals versus the Eagles. And then we went for a walk, and Jess and I took these pictures together. My last video, my doctor who does my migraine stuff, this necklace that I really want, Stevie on MSNBC, the soup that I really love, and I just started talking about all of that, and now we're here. So this was the Bengals versus the Raiders. And so Stevie on Jimmy Kimmel. And then my friend, I got my Lighthouse CD that day. And my friend sent me a card in the mail as well. Talking about voting. Talking about how I felt about a lot of things was in here. And now it's just kind of talking about our date night. And we went to visit my friend's grave. My neighbor built my outdoor cat a winter house because he had built one before, and the landlord threw it away, so we put it somewhere that's not on the property, but it's near the property that she sleeps there. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And this will probably last until after Christmas, maybe after January. I'm not very far into it. It's pretty thick. So I guess we'll see what journal comes next year in 2025. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for always supporting me and always supporting my journaling and watching my videos. You guys are literally the best. So I will see you guys all later. Bye.